Hey folks, I am here to shoot a quick video to show a stack of jazz CDs that I picked up at the Great Escape a couple months ago. They've been sitting aside patiently waiting for their video. What a stack. Walked in, was looking at the new arrival section and saw all these jazz CDs, and they were only $2 each, and it took a little effort to decide what I was going to get, what I was going to leave behind. But I got a good stack, so let's get into it. First up, this is actually a gospel album. What are you doing back there? Take it easy on the chair, okay? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. All right. The first one is actually, I believe, a local artist. Her name's Patricia Matheson. The album's I'm Not Ashamed. And it's actually quite a nice album. This was sealed when I got it. And I say she's local. I had never really heard of her before, the it was recorded here in Louisville, and I think a little bit in Lexington. All right. So next up, Quincy Jones. This is I'm gonna pull some of these out because of the stickers on the front. Quincy Jones, Walking in Space. Not too familiar with this album, but I'm not going to read all of the players, but let me hit some of the guys who did. Some that you'll know. Roland Kirk on sax. Herbert Laws did some flute and tenor sax. Ray Brown did some bass. Eric Gale guitars. Bob James played some piano on here. Freddie Hubbard was on a few tracks. Kai Winding on trombone. Grady Tate drums. Yeah, Toots Thielman did some harmonica. So great players, and that is Quincy Jones, Walking in Space. That was put out on Rebound Records. Looks like it was originally done in '69. Then I picked up, of course, the brilliant Ray Charles. This is a combo. It's Genius plus Soul equals Jazz. Then it was also Ray Charles, My Kind of Jazz. So those two albums on this CD. Arrangements by Quincy Jones and Ralph Burns. And we got Mavis Staples, The Voice. Pretty good description of who Mavis Staples is. I don't know if you can see that track listing or not. But love some Mavis Staples. And we've got Ramsey Lewis and Nancy Wilson. Ramsey Lewis, the jazz piano icon. Nancy Wilson on vocals. Good picture of them on the inside. The trio on the back. This was on Narada Jazz 2002. Where you going, Jake? Huh, buddy? Where are you going? Then we've got Jazz Samba, Stan Getz and Charlie Bird. The words bossa nova are often synonymous with the name Stan Getz. So, then we've got The Other Side of Midnight, The Other Side of Round Midnight, featuring Dexter Gordon. I guess of course, I would pick this up well after the Linda Leg contest. Here's another picture. Dexter Gordon being a brilliant, brilliant saxophonist. Let's see if I can. Oh, there are some other. Wayne Shorter's also on here. Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, Bobby McFerrin. Yeah, there's some great players on here. Can't go wrong with Dexter Gordon. Then I hit a trio of albums from Jack McDuff. This is The Reentry. Of course, Jack McDuff being a great jazz organist. There's the back. On 32 Jazz. What is this? This is a 97 recording. This is what I needed last night. Jack McDuff, The Heating System. We had an ice storm here in Louisville last night, and power got knocked out. The inside looks like we got a lot of players I don't know. This is on Concord Jazz, 1995. Then we got Jack McDuff with Kenny Burrell, the great jazz guitarist. This is a Prestige recording, 1994. All right. Jake is doing a bouncing act on my one knee. Were you needing some loving, buddy? All right, let's keep going with this stack of CDs. We got Sonny Stitt, The Best of the Rest. This is on 32 Jazz. Love some Sonny Stitt. Probably need to do an artist profile on him at some point. Great saxophone player. Gotten a lot of these. It's kind of an unusual case. It feels more plastic. But I've got a bunch of these on him. George Shearing and the Montgomery Brothers. You might have seen me show this on vinyl recently. I think between this $2 copy, and I think the vinyl copy was $2 or $3, so I've spent about $5 and have it in both forms. But yeah, George Shearing, great pianist. The Montgomery Brothers, of course, one of those Montgomery Brothers being Wes Montgomery, the great guitarist. There's the back. This is on, well, this is Jazzland, original jazz classics. 61 recording. Speaking of Wes Montgomery, here's Bumpin'. And again, Linda Leg. Would have been great for the Linda Leg contest. On Verve. Well, and it's a 1965 MGM Records. Bumpin', Wes Montgomery. Arranged and conducted by Don Sebesky. Then we got the great Grant Green. His Majesty King Funk. Tell me that isn't going to be awesome. And it's a 2 album set. So you got Grant Green, His Majesty King Funk on the front. Flip it over, we got Up 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 with Donald Byrd. Great trumpet player. It's got a nice little book. Of course, jazz recordings usually have some great liner notes, and we got Dave Brubeck Quartet. The Great Concerts. I don't know, this might be a compilation of some sort, but, you know, $2 Dave Brubeck CD, I just can't leave that behind. Amsterdam, Carnegie Hall, and Copenhagen. And it's a 2-record set on 1 CD. Got a nice little book on it. But, love some Dave Brubeck. Actually got to see that jazz master live before he passed. Saw him in downtown Louisville at the Brown Theater. It was an amazing, amazing show. Jimmy Smith. This is a 2 CD set. Gotta love a 2 CD Jimmy Smith set for $2. A new sound, a new star at the organ. Jimmy Smith being one of those guys that I got cut my teeth on with jazz. My buddy Dave brought me a copy of John Coltrane's Love Supreme and Jimmy Smith, The Sermon. Jimmy Smith has been a favorite of mine ever since. The original recordings of Charlie Parker. This has got featuring Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, Red Rodney, Thelonious Monk, and Lester Young. Man, what a killer lineup. On Verve. $1988. Here's the tracks. And then finally the soundtrack. The original motion picture soundtrack to Bird. The movie on the biopic on Charlie Parker. And that came out on Columbia. 1988. So that was quite a stack of jazz. And oh wow, we're up to 15 minutes, and Aretha's about to get in trouble because oh, well, Aretha. All right, folks, we're going to say goodbye here. Say goodbye, Aretha. All right, folks. Have a good week, and we will see you soon. Hope you didn't get too much vertigo going there.